Hello, my name is Master Chief Schmidt. I'm from Patrol and Reconnaissance Group, and this is my story. It's a story about a motorcycle accident and how it affected my friends, my family, and basically, how I rode and how I ride today. Back in 1991, my brother was involved in an accident. I come from a family of motorcycle riders. I started riding off-road when I was about 7 or 8 years old. Rode into my early 20s, both off-road and on-road. My father rode, my brother, brother-in-law, mother, everybody in the family. Well, in 91, he was invited to a barbecue after work with a coworker and his best friend. And once he got to that barbecue, he realized he needed to run to the convenience store. His best friend's wife asked if she could ride along. So they put on their appropriate PPE, headed for the convenience store. And on the way there, 3-mile trip, he was involved in an accident. He was hurt very badly, broke both of his arms, both his legs, broke his back. Unfortunately, his passenger, his best friend's wife, she died in the accident, leaving his best friend a widow with 3 children. That affected him for years, and it affected me for years. After that accident, I parked that bike in 1991. In fact, it's still in my parents' storage building on their property. I recently started thinking about riding again. It became more convenient for my life, shortly after his accident, and I parked my bike. I got married, I had children of my own, and riding just wasn't something I had time for. And my kids are older now, and I was looking forward to spending a little bit less money at the gas pump. So I had to do the motorcycle safety course, the basic rider's course. So I enrolled in that, and I took the class on the Navy's loaner bike, and class taught me a whole lot of things. Taught me that both I and my brother, the guy that I admired as a rider because he's about 4 years older than I am, we both had some bad habits we brought from all of our years of riding off-road. We both had some habits of riding kind of aggressively. Nothing too extreme. I'm not talking about doing wheelies on the highway or anything like that, but just because a bike can accelerate quickly, it doesn't mean you have to prove it every time. So the class taught me a number of things. It taught me, one, that I had some bad habits I brought with me from my off-road experience, and my brother had some of the same habits. In addition, I had thought for years that if my brother couldn't avoid that accident, there's no way that I could have. And I honestly believe that the basic rider's course taught me some techniques that could have helped in that accident. So if my story helps anybody, it's one, if you're an experienced rider and you've done a lot of off-road riding, nobody goes off-road riding to putt along through the woods or down a trail. They do it quickly. You ride for that rush. Well, on the road, it's not the place to do that. If you want to do that, get yourself a dirt bike and ride it on a track somewhere, down an old dirt road or what have you. But there's no place for that on the pavement with other vehicles. And the second is, if you're going to get into riding, or if you're an experienced rider and you haven't gone through the basic rider's course, or if you're due for the experienced rider's course, or the sport bike rider's course, please, they can teach them some invaluable techniques to make you a better rider. I know, even with the amount of experience I had, just the basic rider's course has made me into a better, more aware motorcycle rider. As it stands, it's unfortunate. I'm privileged to have a job where I've got about 8,000 sailors that I kind of watch over, and unfortunately, in this last year, the #1 killer of the sailors under my command is sport bikes. So please be careful on the road. Make sure you're up to date on your safety classes, and you know, use the things they teach you. Thank you.